All right, you guys, welcome back to PS Garage. As you saw in the last video, I've picked up the cheapest L5P Duramax in the world, possibly. I'm not sure, for $2,000. Now, you saw in the last video that some water came out of the motor,
Oh man. Oh man. Oh.
and there's a ton missing from this truck. If you haven't seen that video, it'll be linked up here somewhere in the corner. Go take a look at that. Today, our goal is to start tearing into this motor and figuring out why it's locked up, to see if we can find the cause of it and to see if we can fix it. So we're going to start by showing you the footage from the inspection cameras from the other day. I shoved an inspection camera down each cylinder just to take a look, see what's going on. The only damage I could find was on the driver's side head here. So I'm going to roll those clips here in just a minute. And then from there, we're going to start tearing down the driver's side head and see what we see. All right, out of the 8 cylinders, this is the only one I'm going to be showing you because it's pretty much the only one of concern. There was one other cylinder I wanted to show you guys, but somehow that footage has been lost. I don't know where it went or what happened to it, so I'm sorry about that. But as you can see in this one, there's some sort of shiny liquid there at the bottom, and I apologize for the quality. The borescope is tiny and it's a little difficult to get into this hole from where I was standing. But as you can see, it looks like there's some sort of shiny chunks in this liquid. Now, I have an attachment for this borescope that lets me see the cylinder walls, and I was able to verify that it is dripping down from the head. And this is what led to the decision to ultimately pull the head off of this driver's side. This and what I saw on the other cylinder. All right, so as you saw, some of those cylinders have some sort of aluminum chunk-filled oil dripping down from the head. My guess is that there's severe damage to the drivetrain. Hopefully not the head, but either way, I'm going to have to take the head off just to verify that the lifters are good. So either way, the head's coming off of this truck. But first, we got to get this truck to a place we can work on it. All right, you guys, welcome back to episode 2. This morning, what we're doing right now is moving the truck and trying to get it into my canopy over here. This guy, Harbor Freight Canopy, pop-up garage. And the reason we're gonna do that is that if we're gonna pull the head off of that guy, which we're still completely unsure of just yet at this particular moment, I would prefer to do it somewhere that is not exposed to rain and weather. So first and foremost, we got to clean out my canopy. There's not a ton in it, but we got to get it done. And then we can try and get that off the trailer and get it in here somehow. But with no power and it not running, it's going to be a bit of a challenge, but we'll knock it down and get it done. All right, you guys, this is what we're working with now. This is my new garage, my new shop. How do you like it? Like I said, I'm on my mom's property. I'm doing the best I can with what I got. So this is my Harbor Freight canopy, and this is a massive tarp I bought a while back to cover my home. We got some massive rainstorms at one point before we'd finished redoing the roof. I think it's 60 foot by 50 foot, so it covered the whole 40, 39, and over the sides pretty good. So now it is our new shop floor, quadruple layered. So that's really awesome. We're gonna get this unhooked from the trailer. All right, the current plan, you guys, is to use Parker's Jeep here. We're gonna hook it up and we're gonna try and slowly pull it off the trailer. Both sides will drive over the fenders, and we don't want it just falling straight out as soon as it's over. So we're gonna have a winch hooked up, and as soon as we get to that point, we're gonna start slowly letting it out. That way it comes off the trailer nice and easy. So I'm gonna set up the camera real quick. You guys are gonna get some front row seats. All right, boys, ladies and gentle cars, the truck is off the trailer. All thanks to the mighty 5.2 Magnum Jeep V8 machine and a 12K winch. Now the challenge is going to be getting this guy into there. All right, guys, there we go. It is now in the canopy. I know it's closed right now, but it's hot. I'm tired. That took us a bit longer than, well, no, it took about the same amount of time I expected it to take, really, but we did pretty good. We were able to jimmy it in, get it in there, and now it'll be out of the rain, and I can start pulling valve cover and the head, and we can really get a look inside the motor and see exactly what's happening. So yeah. Okay, so this is going to be a little interesting. These are the best angles I could get with the equipment I've got, so I recognize it's not quite ideal, but we're just going to have to do it. And I apologize for the shaking. It's not on a tripod or anything. It's I'm using bungee cords to hold it to the roof of this very flexible, very wind moving tent. So yeah, let's get right into it, you guys. There we go. There's the first major mechanical hindrance, I suppose, out of the way. Okay, I know on camera that probably looked like just a couple seconds of work, but I've been at this for freaking, I don't know, 30 minutes or so just to get the 4 bolts off. That was ridiculous. GM, why? There we go. Okay, there's something preventing me back here from Give it to me. Okay. That's certainly not what I expected to see. Okay. Now that is very interesting. If you guys look, there are no signs of damage whatsoever. No signs of damage on the valve cover, although I do notice those 2 notches, but I don't know, they might be, oh well, maybe they were not factory. There's a little bit of scratching right there, but I don't know that that might have just been from me trying to pull it off, I think, to clear that last bolt over there. I mean, there's those notches on the side of every single one of these. It almost looks like something was grinding into them, but that could be factory. To be completely honest, I expected full-on carnage up in here. I expected to see something super obvious, but I'm not, guys. I'm really not seeing any signs of damage in here up on the valve train, which is odd. Very odd. Although I will admit, if you notice, focus please, those far back ones are pushed up quite a bit more than the other ones. Those 2 are very obviously not aligned. Like, if we look at these 2, it's hard to freaking see, but these front 2, basically perfectly aligned. Those 2 could be slightly out, but I mean, it is exhaust and intake sides. Something looks odd with those two, for sure. I don't really see any sort of smoking gun like what I was looking for. I fully expected there'd be just straight up carnage up in here. We're gonna have to pull the head, which I knew from the beginning, for sure. I was expecting it fully. Well, I'm already this deep. I gotta pull the head anyways, so. Yep, alright, let's get back to it. Alright guys, it's been probably about 2 days since the last clip, and as you can probably see, the up pipe is now free. Yes, you see, I did snap 2 of the bolts. I snapped this guy and the one on the bottom. This one came out no problem. I mean, they were all a problem, but it came out without breaking. Anyways, up pipe is free. My plan is basically just to leave the up pipe and the exhaust manifold on the head and just do my best to pull it out however I can. So I am going to crack all of these head bolts, pull them out, and hopefully get this head out. Let's get it. Okay, ladies and gentle cars, as you can see, all of the head studs everywhere are gone except for that one in the back, only because the cab's in the way, but it is free and loose. See, I can't get it out, unfortunately, but the head is loose. This is going to be really, really interesting to try and get this out, guys. Oh boy, okay. Very interesting. Oh my gosh. Oh yes. Oh, come on. Yes! My friends, this is the head. You're seeing it before I am because I can't see anything right now. Okay, let's take a look at this. All right, guys. This is the head, and I'm only a little disappointed because it kind of means that I didn't need to buy a new used head, which I cannot return, so that was almost $300. But if we're looking, it kind of looks like, I can't tell if those are bubbles. Oh yeah, they're just little water bubbles, which, you know, was something I expected. There's a bit of rust on that valve there, tiny bit on that one, a little bit on those ones. There's a dead spider right there. All in all, the head really doesn't look bad at all. Yeah, which is both a good and a bad thing. Hopefully I didn't pull this off for nothing. Okay, now we can see into the cylinders. From what I can tell, well, that one seems to have a bit of something going on there. There's some dirt in all of these now, but... oh, hold on. Y'all see what I'm seeing? It might have just been some carbon buildup. Yeah, that seems to be the top of the stroke. I thought the wall was scored, but it's not. I know, it's really difficult to see everything. I'm gonna have to vacuum out these cylinders. Now this is really strange because when I put an inspection camera down the cylinders. I think you guys saw, at this point in the video, you should have seen everything I'm talking about. There was like a bubbly oil dripped down onto this cylinder and that cylinder over there, but the head gasket doesn't even look too bad. Looks like, oh well, maybe we had something going on down in that corner over there. No, that's just oil. I mean, there's a decent bit of either carbon or oil or something. Let's see, do they have any? There doesn't appear to be any movement in the pistons. Huh. Now I'm confused. I don't see anything I saw on the borescope. Well, I think what I'm gonna do now is check the lifters while I'm in here and go from there. Now, I don't know about you guys, but this lifter here looks like it got kind of toasty. This one looks the same. And what I find interesting, you see that score mark on that lifter there? I think, yeah, it goes all the way around the lifter. But I can't really see anything else on the cam. Please focus. Though it does look like the cam got pretty hot. It's somewhat discolored. You know, classic signs of getting heated, but I don't see, there's no indication of a failed lifter, you guys. Which is interesting because the guy who reached out to me claiming to be the mechanic that this truck was initially taken to said that he diagnosed it as a lifter on the driver's side. And I'm starting to wonder if I need to take the passenger head off, take a look at those lifters, the valve train in there, because this whole driver's side looks, I mean, it doesn't look great, but it's not, there's no really obvious signs of damage. You know, the cam and some of the lifters look like they got a bit hot, but it is also a diesel truck, you know, so hard to say if that's actually a problem. I've never torn one of these trucks down, so I don't know if that's what they're supposed to look like. It could be, it might not be, I don't know. The only thing on the driver head that really does concern me at all is the amount of carbon buildup on some of the cylinder walls. But from what I understand, that's just a sign of poor fuel burnage. It wasn't burning hot enough or well enough, or it was just poor fuel, or it was idling for too long, you know, something to that effect. But nothing of major concern here on the driver head. So it's looking to me like I'm probably going to have to tear down the passenger head also, and go from there, because I am not finding any signs of why this motor's locked up. Which concerns me, because that might indicate that our seizure is on the bottom end, which would mean that the motor has to be pulled, and I really don't want to do that, you guys. But we'll get the passenger head pulled and go from there. This is a full engine teardown at this point, which is a lot deeper than I expected to have to go into this motor. But you know, that's life. That's a $2,000 L5P Duramax for you. You know, you get what you pay for, I guess. But ideally, when I'm done with this thing, it'll be one of the nicest L5Ps on the road, hopefully. We'll find out. We will find out, you guys. It's a real enigma. So, we found our name for this truck, Enigma. All right, you guys, that's probably it for this video. Consider donating $1, $5. Every penny would help. And if you have any parts you'd be willing to sell me for pretty cheap, or be willing to donate to the cause of getting this running again, hit me up. My contact information should be down in the description below. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next video. Peace.